G'day, Bruce. The name's Bond. Jimmy Bond. 007, licensed to kill. Like my drink shaken not stirred and having plenty of shrimp on the barbie. Becoming Bond is a 2017 docudrama about the life of George Lazenby, right from his birth to his time pre-Bond, to whole his experience about being Bond, to how he left the role and what he did afterwards. And I'm just going to say right off the bat, everyone, I think this is an absolutely amazing documentary for all of us Bond fans. What I really love about this documentary is how honest and how open George Lazenby is in the interview sections. He really doesn't hold back. I often compare, in a sense, this docudrama to Elton John biopic Rocket Man. Now, Elton John made his own biopic and he just didn't soften it. He showed how much he was into drugs, how much of a hard life he had, all the issues and mental health issues as well that came with it. And in this docudrama, George Lazenby, again, still doesn't hold back. He talks about really intimate, personal things, certainly a lot of stuff when it comes to his love life, how he was expected to be at a youth and how he overcame such things. There is literally a plethora of amazing things about this man, which I don't think that many people actually know about. Now, I actually think George Lazenby was honestly okay. I didn't think he was absolutely terrible. I remember as a kid, even I was thinking he might not be the best, but he was still good as James Bond. I think he gave a really good performance, and the film on a Majesty, my god, it is an absolute masterpiece. As I mentioned in my review from the yesteryear, I, as a kid, didn't really like On Her Majesty's Secret Service. I didn't really like it. As a grown-up, I discovered a whole new layer, a whole new depth and dimension to this film, which I ended up absolutely loving. But let's get right back here, I think, a bit more to the actual docudrama Becoming Bond. One of the things I really like about this docudrama is its balance between the interview documentary side and its docudrama side. It's very rare that you have a sort of product like this that actually blends so well together, and it really does. I think George Lazenby narrating his own life, giving it his own spin and perspective, really adds to the docudrama sections and really helps improve them in so many ways. Going on to the actual docudrama stuff, which is obviously showing bits of George as a youth in Australia, his time as a car salesman, then going into male modelling, and then into Bond and what he did afterwards. These bits could have been their own movie on themselves. If this whole thing was just a movie based off George Lazenby without the interview side, it'd still be absolutely amazing. Though personally, I feel actually marrying the two perfectly together, as this docudrama does, just makes the whole experience much better. It's almost like you're watching this great movie, then you're having like pauses when speaking to the real life person and just him reacting to his own life. It's almost like a sort of, you're watching the movie with him of his life. It's all, you know, it's very sort of like surreal fourth wallness, which actually adds a bit of sort of relaxation to it. You can sort of like welcome yourself into the documentary, laugh a bit more, feel more emotion than you probably might have done. It really is incredibly well done and really well staged and made. But narrowing down a bit actually on when it comes to George Lazenby and his time as James Bond, a lot of his experiences about how he wanted to become James Bond, the things he did, all the rigorous testing, his time on making On Her Majesty's Service and how he was to how he behaved afterwards. It's already been well documented, and I think this actually documentary goes in much further and much deeper into that and reveals so many more interesting things. One of the things I know a lot of us Bond fans didn't know was actually when he was filming his gun barrel, how he wanted to be different from Connery and just messed about intentionally. None of us knew that before this docudrama, and it was great seeing it because it was a little bit of extra information we did not know about, which was so cool to watch. One thing I found also really interesting was actually them talking about after they filmed On Her Majesty, about how he was feeling one way, or how you could say he was being manipulated, how they were feeling, and you sort of see more of a balanced side. You can see like Harry Saltzman in this docudrama trying to protect the franchise and like, you know what, you are the figurehead of this franchise, you need to act and behave accordingly to how it is. And he's like going, well, I don't want to, I want to be my own self. And you see that balance and that sort of fight come here, and it's really, really great to see. And I think it doesn't paint anyone in a bad light. I think it just shows it's a conflict of interest, and you can understand much more from watching this docudrama why George Lazenby chose to leave. Quickly on here as well, we do have a few little Bond alumni here. We do have Jane Seymour as George Lazenby's agent, Maggie Abbott, which is also a nice little touch. But I have to say, hands down, one of the big surprises from this docudrama is Jeff Carlin playing Harry Saltzman. In my opinion, mwah, brilliant casting. I think I really want to summarise this docudrama review by saying this. What I really, really love at the core of this docudrama, more than just, looking into the Bondness side of things, it's actually its message that George Lazenby is trying to portray here. From his starters, when he's told he's only have a few moments, if maybe a few years, to he is a man who just says this: go out and live your life to the fullest. Do the things that you've always wanted to do. Don't let anything stand in your way, and stick to your own guts, and you can do absolutely anything you want to do. That's the message he's trying to bring throughout his whole life. He's been living by that. He shows in this documentary, and I think that's a really important message, that we should all go out, staying safe, not being completely ridiculous to a degree, and just live our life to the fullest and do the things that we've always wanted to do. You only live once, as they say. But I want to know, everyone, what are your thoughts on this docudrama? Do you like it as much as me? Do you not? Don't forget to comment down below. And don't forget to also, if you wouldn't mind, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're trying to reach 1,000 followers before the end of the year. So it'd be really great if you could like, subscribe, and definitely share this video. As always, everyone, my name's Henry, and I'm the Bond Geek. Goodbye.